Hello friends, welcome to Create Pretty Things. My name is Debbie. Tonight we're going to be chalking a spooky little set of signs, and I hope that you're into the spooky season because it's coming up very, very, very quickly. Tonight we're going to use these 12-inch box frames. They're wooden, they're white inside, and I'm going to use some transfers from our Spook Alley. Spook Alley comes with 4 different transfers in it. This one, pumpkin carving. We're going to use that one. We're also going to use this fortune telling one. I love that one. It also comes with 2 more that I'm not going to use quite yet tonight. And that is this one that says enter if you dare, Spook Alley. And this one that says Halloween party. I love that one. So those all come together as one transfer. Now as you jump on, comment the word spooky, and you'll be, check your messenger, you'll get a link back to the shopping cart, which just means that you can look at the products that I use on this. Now everything today was from Chalk Couture except for these surfaces, but you can go ahead and find any surface you want to use with these. These were 12-inch boxes, but you can use what probably a little smaller. See how these fill out the frame pretty nicely, but there's a little bit of room. You might be able to go 10 or 9 inches, I would think. So let me see if I can get this shared out. Share it out to, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna share it out to my page so I can get some friends on. And we'll see how this works. This one, this one, this one, and I am going to share it to my page. Okay guys, so the first one I'm going to do is this pumpkin carving one. Now I am going to decorate the frames with some of these beads. These are just like black plastic beads. And then I also have some purple plastic beads. So I'm going to put the black ones probably on the pumpkin carving one. So these are our reusable silkscreen transfers. And they're just a stencil that helps you place your piece on the surface and helps you put the paste where it needs to go. So these you just peel off if you can get them off. Separate the backer, the transfer, the green transfer from the backer. Peel it off. Keep your backer because you're going to want that. You're going to want to put your transfer back on there. And then I'm going to get my fuzzing towel. Now you don't have to use a fuzzing cloth like mine. You can use your shirt, but this is a little bit larger for my shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. All this does, I'm going to peel it off a couple times, stick it down. It reduces that sticky just a little bit so that it doesn't stick quite so hard and stretch out. I'm just going to fuzz it a couple times, and then I'll put my towel away. You can use a regular towel or any kind of fabric if you want. Now I'm just going to go ahead and center this right in the middle. I have something right here. Okay, that would have blocked my silk screen. I wouldn't have liked that. So I'm going to go ahead and center this as best I can right in the middle. I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to smooth it on. And there's that fuzz again. I'm going to smooth it on so that there's not any air bubbles in that. I'm going to go ahead and get one of my squeegees and just kind of rub it over here just to make sure that we're good on the air bubble situation. And this is what it looks like at this point. Now I'm going to use a couple different colors on this, probably orange and black. So the orange I'm using tonight is orange peel. It is a really bright orange. We've got several other oranges that you could use if you wanted to, but this is what I'm going to use. And I'm mainly going to do everything except for the words pumpkin carving. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some of my paste. It's kind of like a pudding. And I'm just going to start smoothing it on everywhere that I want it to be orange. So that would be everything except for my words which say pumpkin carving. And so I'm going to go a little slow because I don't want to get that pumpkin carving on there, covered with the orange. But as I get to more open areas, I can probably go a little bit faster. So how are you guys doing tonight? Was your Monday good? Do you guys have a certain routine for Mondays? Do you have affirmations that you say at the beginning of the week? Do you just start off with a good attitude? Do you start off by making your bed? I have been making my bed every morning, first thing in the morning, guys, because then I know I've done something already for the day that has been good. And actually, I'm going to turn off my fan overhead because I know it puts out extra noise. I'm going to turn that off. And also, another thing I need to do is replace my battery for my glue gun, because I'm going to be gluing on those beads. How are you guys doing? Say hello as you jump on. Tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to know. Okay, that's good. Let's charge that one. Let's continue on with our chalking. Now, you do want to move a little fast on this because it's a larger transfer. You don't want this paste to dry in that silk screen. If it dries in the silk screen, it's not going to stay on the transfer down below. It's going to come up with the transfer. And so I am going to move pretty quickly through this. And I'm probably going to do a paste and pull method, which is just where I stop halfway through and pull the transfer. And I think now is just about the time to do it. I've also got to continue chalking a little bit more at the bottom, but I'm going to release this paste. So all I'm going to do is lift up this transfer carefully to release it. Can you guys see how that's coming along? I'm going to release that paste. So now I know that it won't come up with the transfer. It's not dried in that stencil. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it back down gently. And I'm only going to press where I need to chalk. So at this point, I just need to chalk around this dotted line on the outside edge. So I'm going to continue chalking that, and then we'll move on to the black. Okay. And notice I've got it on my frame all over. This should wipe right off. This is water-soluble paste. It's a semi-permanent, which means that with a little bit of water and pressure, you can scrub this off. But in normal use, unless you're scratching at it, it will not come up. If you want it to be permanent, you definitely do want to seal it with something. So I'm going to gather the rest of my paste, the excess off of here, put it back in my jar, and I have noticed that I've gotten a little messy on the edges, and I'll clean that right up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put down, let me get a paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and press down the rest of my words here. Make sure they're down, and I'm going to continue with chalking the black part of the words. And I did smear some paste in there. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. I'm going to get our black velvet. You know, I might go ahead and use our Regal. Actually, this is Shiver Plum. I'm going to go ahead and use a purple on the pumpkin words. So I'm just going to get some of that. And this is at the very end. This is a shimmer color, so it's not going to be quite as dark, full coverage as some of the others, but I think it'll still look nice. I'm just going to go ahead and spread that over my words. And if I do get some orange in there with the purple, it's okay because it's going to blend. It's going to look kind of like it was meant to be. It looks more rustic, more handmade. I can't say I'm always going for that look because I do like things to look pristine and clean and exact. But you know what? I don't ever hardly do anything that's perfect. So I accept these little things. I try for perfection, but I'm okay with imperfection. I'm going to go ahead and paste this on. How are you guys doing? Can you say hello? I'd love to hear what you have to say. How has your Monday been? Do you feel inspired? Whoops, I got some on my stem. I think that might work out as a bonus for me. I'm going to go ahead and chalk this on. This paste is a little bit drier because it is at the end of the jar, but it's still working just fine to cover my letters and my words. And it is a shimmer, so it does feel a little different going on it. You can feel a little bit of the texture of the grittiness of the shimmer. Okay, I'm gonna look and see if I've got it all covered. I see a spot right there. And I see one little orange spot up here. I think it looks good. Let's peel this off and see what it looks like so far, guys. This is it chalked. When you pull it off, try to go towards the middle so that you're not pulling out and stretching your transfer. Oh, I like it. I really like it. I'm going to clean up some of those spots that I got dirty on the top. I want to show you how to clean the transfer really quickly though. I'm just going to, and you can tell I did kind of stretch. I should have fuzzed a little more because it did kind of curl at the end. But I'm going to go ahead and clean this. All I'm going to do, and this is so important to the longevity of your transfers. These are reusable between 8 and 12 times. So I want to clean it really good. I'm just going to spray regular water over it. Wipe over the top. And then I'm going to use my board eraser, which I forgot to add water to. So a board eraser is like a magic eraser sponge, and it really helps in cleaning the transfer. So I've got it wet now. I'm going to squeeze it out, and I'm just going to rub over the top of this transfer. It's going to pick up all that paste out of there. I'm going to go a couple different directions just to make sure I'm doing it well. And then I'm going to put my sponge back in. And then I usually get a paper towel and just kind of wipe the surface that I've been working on, because it does have some paste on there. Then I'm going to go ahead and put it sticky side up, and the sticky side you want to protect. So you don't want to go real tough on that when you're cleaning it. You just want to go lightly. I'm going to rinse out my board eraser and go over the transfer. So both sides need to be cleaned. Both sides. Clean out that paste. Okay. So this looks good. I'm going to go ahead and dry it with my paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it. And I'm going to go lightly over this side. Make sure that I don't have any like tinsel, glitter, anything from my previous projects on there that would stop it from sticking next time. And then I am going to go ahead and lay it back on my transfer backer. And this is where I'm going to keep it. Let's see. I'm trying to see. I think it went like this maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and put the ends down, and I'm going to try to get all of that sticky area onto the transfer backer, because that protects it from picking up any lint or anything. So see, you can tell all that paste is out of there. It's pretty dry, but I'm going to leave it out for about an hour just to air dry so that we can completely assure before I put it away that it's dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a paper towel. I'm just going to wipe off the little bit of paste that I got at the top. And there's some on the side. And a little bit at the bottom. And it should come right off with water. And then my frame. I'm not going to worry about my frame too much because I'm going to put some beads on there. And that'll cover up any mistakes I've got. Okay. So we said we were going to put orange beads around this one. Oh no, we said black beads around this one. So I got these beads from Amazon. They're just half beads and they are plastic. So I'm going to kind of lay them out. I'm not sure how many of these I really have. Let's see. If I have enough to really place them on. And I don't have to fill up the whole frame, and maybe I shouldn't. You know, with these, I think I'm just going to do that many. So my glue gun has heated up. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add just a little dab of glue right here. And add my bead, my half bead. One right here in the center, a dab. Right here on the corner, another dab. Have you guys started decorating for Halloween yet? Or do you do fall first? This time of year is always so crazy because everyone wants to do everything. Fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and winter, all coming up. Okay, guys, I think that came out really cute. What do you guys think? Give it a heart if you love it. That's one down. I'll go ahead and put that right back up here. And let's do our next one. Our next one is Fortune Teller. I have to make sure I put this frame up the right way. Might want to wipe this down just a little bit. Let me see. This fuzzing towel, if you don't need this for the project, but this fuzzing towel is kind of nice because one side is a terry cloth, which I fuzz on the other side is a soft velour, which I can clean with. So I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to go ahead and fuzz it on the terry cloth side. Press it down. And remember last time I didn't quite fuzz it enough, so I'm going to do a little more this time. And this is just tempering the adhesive back. The adhesive on the back of your transfer to make it a little less sticky. The sticky is great because it allows it to stick to your transfer and stay in place, but you don't want it to stretch out when you pull it up. Okay, fortune telling. I'm going to use my squeegee to kind of smooth this down, make sure it's adhered to the background. You guys think that's straight? It's hard to tell because I cut it kind of crooked. I think it's a little crooked. Yeah, let's try it again. That looks better to me. Okay, I think I'm going to use our eucalyptus for the globe, and maybe all this, maybe all this going out. Let's see. Eucalyptus is like a green. It's pretty nice. I like this color. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of the eucalyptus paste, and I'm going to go ahead and do this little globe. I guess it's not a globe. It is a, I went through this the other day. It is a magic ball. It is a fortune teller's tool. It is a, it's not a globe. It's not a snow globe. It's not a ball. It is a, what is this called, guys? Tell me. This little magic future telling ball. It's not a cauldron. What is that called? Okay, I've got my eye done, my little crystal ball, Okay, so I've got that done. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this up because, like I said, we don't want any paste to dry in this screen. And I'm just going to peel it up to release that paste. I'm going to look and see if there's any place I need to redo or get a little more paste on. And I can doctor that up. That looks better. Crystal ball time, guys. Look how cute that looks. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it back down, and we're going to work from the inside out today. So I'm going to go ahead and put it down so I can get these little electrical currents out. And I think I'm going to do them in purple. Let's do one purple. I think I want a smaller squeegee though. Okay. Once again, this purple is a shimmer, so it's not as fully pigmented. It will look a little more translucent than some of the others that are not shimmer. But it's so pretty because it catches the light. This is the end of this jar for me. Shimmer Plum. I believe in the card I put in Regal. Regal is another color that's purple, but it's not a shimmer. Okay, so it is a little different. You can switch up the card. If you take a look, if you type in the word spooky in the comments, you can take a look at the products I used and you can switch those. You can use whatever products and colors that you would like to make it your own. Get this little line right here. Some of this purple is kind of blending with the eucalyptus in some spots. And I think that'll be okay. Oops. Okay, let's see how that looks. I like it, guys. Looks good. So that's our top half. Let's peel up from the bottom. Looks good. Okay. So I think I'm going to do the rest of this black. I would like to put some orange in there. Maybe I'll do the outside border orange. What colors do you guys think of when you are decorating Halloween? I know this year a lot of people are using the pinks and the pastels. What do you think of that? Almost done with our corner down here. Okay, I think that looks good. Got some excess up here that I can get off. When you remove the excess, not only are you being thrifty because you can put it back in your jar, but you're also helping it dry a little faster. I think I'm going to do the words in black, and then I'll do this fate and love in purple. So here goes our black. And I think I dipped my purple squeegee in it. So we may have some color variation going on, and that's okay. Just make sure you get all the white areas down to your silk screen so that you don't have any spots that are white. Otherwise, your full words or your design won't be complete. And this looks good for the black. Now I'm just going to quickly put on the purple on the words fate and love. Once again, it is our shimmer plum. And then we're going to pull it off. And this will be just about the end of this shimmer plum. Time to get out a new one. Okay, so I think I've got it all pasted on. Let's pull it off and see. Are you guys ready for the big reveal? Here I'm going to work my way to the center so I can pull it down and pull it away from your project so that you're not laying down the wet transfer over your wet area. Wow. I love it, guys. Look how cute that looks. We'll add our beads in just a second. Let's get this cleaned. The sooner you can get water on these and clean them, the easier they're going to be for you to clean. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm done with all my squeegees. I'm going to go ahead and scrape off any excess. I'll put those in my water bath and cap them up. Make it easier to clean. I had a silver out, but I didn't use it. That's okay. My orange, I'm going to spritz some distilled water in it because it's a little dry, and that'll help it stay soft for next time. Which, you know, orange is the color of the season. And the black is the messiest. I'm going to put that away so I just don't make any more messes. Okay, so I've got my paper towels here, and I am just going to go ahead and clean this off. So first coat is with the water and a paper towel or two, and I'm just using regular tap water for this. Getting as much as of that paste off as I can. And also cleaning my surface down below. I'm going to move it, turn it over, and do the other side. And I'm going to get my wet board eraser again and gently wipe this to clean it. Okay. Now it still looks dirty on this side because I didn't fully clean the other side. And you want to go gentle on this side. Don't go too heavy-handed. Clean up my work surface. I'm going to spray this down again. And the black does stain your transfer more so than any other. There's a couple other colors like a purple, a deep purple, or a deep blue, the reds. But if it stains the blue part, the teal part of your transfer, you're okay. That doesn't matter. But you do want to make sure you get all that paste out of your silk screen, out of your stencil. I'm going to clean this side up. Clean up my work surface. Dry the other side. Notice that it's not as sticky when it's first wet. I can glide my paper towel over it pretty easily, but the sticky does come back. Let's see. See if it goes this way. I think so. Smooth it on there without any air bubbles. See how I made about the teal part is stained? That's okay. Just as long as your stencil part, the silk screen, is clean, you can reuse these over and over and over again. So once again, I did make a little mess down here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up with a wet paper towel. Few little spots to clean. Okay, on this one, I wanted to use the purple beads. So let's see how far we can get with these. We're just going to put them hodgepodge until we run out, just to add the different texture to it. And a little bit of color. And this glue gun is hot. Wow. What do you guys think about the half beads? Do you think it enhances the photo frame? Picture frame? I think I'm going to see if I can wear my little finger protectors here. Did you ever notice that even though you have this finger protected, that's not the one you're going to use? It's kind of funny, isn't it? Let's try this one. I think this might be our last bead. That's all I'm kind of feeling. Turn off my glue gun. And aside from these little spider webs, which might be kind of cool. Ow. Here's our frame. What do you guys think? Do you like the colors? I think it turned out really cute. Give it a heart if you love it. Let me get the other one. What did I do with the other one? Well, I know it's here. I did too. Well, maybe I'll just show you this one and I'll post pictures of the other one. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope you like it. Please like the video, follow the page, and let me know how you love it. If you need any questions answered about our monthly club DIY subscription, I'll be doing that soon. So I hope I can answer questions for you. Let me know if you have any. I'm happy to help. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.